This program is proudly brought to you by the VAFA Live Official app. With live scores, team stats, player stats and much, much more. Everything you need for the VAFA in the palm of your hand. Download it from the App Store or Google Play now.
Hello viewers, Dom here from Complete Sports Management here at Melbourne University Oval, where we've witnessed Old Melbourne finish off their season with a very impressive win against league leaders Uni Blues by 35 points. And I'm here with the Uni Blues coach Heath Jamieson. Heath, probably a very frustrating day at the office, although you were able to finish off the game really well with 6 goals in the last quarter. How do you take in the result knowing that you had top spot more or less shored up despite Old Zaverian's result early today? How did the boys take a pretty disappointing result in today, going into a big final series next week?
Yeah, look, it's a disappointing result. You always want to win footy games, but it's always tough to play round 18 when your eyes are looking forward to the following week. I think Melbourne had a lot to play for today, and the way they started the game showed that. Their final, I suppose, was today. We know Nathan's been a fantastic coach for them over the journey, and they wanted to make sure that they won the game for them. So they come out all guns blazing. I think they'd kicked 4 goals within 7 minutes of the first quarter. We also threw a lot of boys around. I think you'd probably notice that we weren't in self-preservation mode, but we were making sure that our team got through unscathed, which we did. We also wanted to take some momentum out of the game, so at 3/4 time I think you will find that the lineup of our team was probably the lineup that we'll go forward with next week, and to finish off the way we did, we do grab some momentum out of the game, even though it was a loss for the footy club.
Yep. So today was more so a tinkering of the game style and people positions, and as well as, not like you said, not exactly self-preservation, but just preparing for the start of the final series next week.
Yeah, it is. And look, I think the players wanted to get through the game. Yeah. We want to start the final series. We know we've got top spot, and sometimes it's a hard game to play. Back end of the year when that happens. So, but we didn't want to happen. We didn't want the game to happen that way. We still wanted to win the footy game. But to Old Melbourne's credit, they were fantastic. I thought today, especially early in the game when the heat was on.
Yep.
They were super.
Yep, so this is your last home game here at Melbourne Uni Oval for the season. All finals matches will be played at VAFA headquarters, Elsternwick Park. Do you think that'll play any difference whatsoever with your team going into the game, playing at a neutral ground?
No, we've known for a while where the finals are going to be. It's good that we've got a headquarters for the VAFA that finals can be at. We know that the atmosphere it creates out there is pretty good. So, look, they play the finals on the Moon. I think our boys are pretty happy to play there. So, we played once out there this year and had a really good win against this mob that beat us today. So the ground holds no fears for us. We look forward to the next coming 3 weeks, and let's see how we go.
Yeah, well, everyone's really excited about the final series coming up, Heath, and we thank you for your time throughout the season. We'll look forward to a big final series starting next week.
Thanks, Don.
I'm now joined here with Old Melbourne's senior assistant coach Paul O'Connell. Well, Paul, it's a really impressive result today for Old Melburnians, who weren't quite able to finish in the top 4 for this season, but to go to Melbourne University Oval to defeat Uni Blues on their home deck is a very proud achievement. How did you prepare the result and ultimately get the result that you wanted today?
It was a tough one, very emotional week. And everyone knows that Nathan Brown, our longest serving coach ever, resigned, so this was his last day. So we just wanted the boys to play with special effort, and that's been his trademark for the last 8 years. 100% effort, 100% of the time during a match day, and we just wanted our guys to do that. They did that in spades, and to beat, as you said, the top side by I think 35 points on their home deck was just a stunning effort, and we were super proud of them for that.
So Nathan Brown has been the longest serving coach here for Old Melburnians. Talk us through his involvement and his influence and his presence here at Old Melburnians. How much of a hole he's going to leave once he walks away from senior coaching?
He's going to leave a huge hole, but what he's done is leave it leave a legacy, and that's what he's always talked about. So leave the club in a better place than when he came here. And what he's fostered is a culture of inclusion, a family environment, and all about just getting the best out of yourself if you put in 100% effort. And it sounds cliched, but you don't get to coach a side for 8 years if you don't have that sort of commitment yourself. And for him to pass it on to the boys, and they've played with him in that manner for the last 8 years, and he's going to be sorely missed.
Yeah. So we get to the end of the home and away season, and yeah, as I said, the season ends here today. Is there anyone in particular you would like to thank on behalf of yourself and Old Melburnians for season 2019?
Oh, clearly Nathan. We love the guy, and he's going to be missed. To Chris Wisher, our young president, he's stepped into the role this year. He's been absolutely awesome. All the committee at Old Melburnians have been really supportive of Nathan and myself and the coaching staff. And to the players led by Tom Paul, our co-captain, who's stepping down as well as captain, and Josh Freezer and the leadership group. They've been absolutely wonderful, and all of the Old Melburnians community, and also Complete Sports Management. Thank you for your involvement this year as well.
Oh, we appreciate it. We've loved covering the entire VAFA Premier Comp this season, and we thank you for your time today and for the whole season, Paul. We thank you, and hopefully have a lovely off season. We'll see you next year.
Excellent. Thanks for your time.
So that's Dom here, wrapping up here at Melbourne University Oval. Thanks for joining us. Next week we'll start with the final series of the VAFA. We look forward to seeing you here again next week.
This has been another Complete Sports Management production.